It was 1778. America was at war with the British Empire. The war had been going on for 3 years. Many were tired. Many had lost hope. But George Washington, he wasn't ready to give up. He knew one thing. The British were stronger in weapons, soldiers, and ships. But America could win if they had the right information. So Washington made a bold move. He started a spy network, a secret group of ordinary people who would risk their lives for one thing: freedom. This group became known as the Culper Ring. But it didn't start big. It started small, very small. In a quiet village in Long Island, New York, lived a farmer named Abraham Woodhull. He was just a normal guy, a farmer, but he believed in freedom. He hated how the British treated the colonies. One day, Woodhull was approached by a friend, Major Benjamin Talmadge, an officer in Washington's army, and a man who had a dream. Let's build a spy ring, not with soldiers, with normal people like you and me. Abraham agreed, and he became the first Culper agent. His code name? Culper Sr. He wasn't alone. Soon, others joined him. Robert Townsend, a quiet shopkeeper in New York City, became Culper Jr. He had access to British officers and heard their plans. But no one suspected him. There was Anna Strong, a brave woman who used her laundry to send coded signals. And Austin Rowe, a tavern owner who secretly carried messages across enemy lines. They all lived normal lives. But behind closed doors, they were doing the most dangerous job in the war. So how did they send messages? Not with phones, not with letters anyone could read. They used invisible ink, numbers and code names, dead drops, hiding messages in trees, barrels, buttons. And yes, laundry on a clothesline. Here's how it worked. Anna Strong would hang a black petticoat on the line. That meant a message was ready. Then she would hang a certain number of handkerchiefs that told the exact hiding spot. Simple, silent, genius. What kind of secrets did they collect? British troop movements, ship arrival plans, spy activities, secret betrayals. One of their biggest discoveries? Benedict Arnold, a famous American general, was planning to surrender the fort at West Point to the British. The Culper Ring found out. They warned Washington just in time. Arnold escaped, but the American army was saved. That single discovery could have changed the entire war. How dangerous was it? Very. If the British caught them, they'd be hanged as traitors. No trial, no mercy. That's why they kept everything secret, even from each other. Some Culper agents never knew the real names of the others. Even George Washington didn't know all of them. It was the only way to stay safe. So what happened after the war? The British surrendered in 1783. America became free. But no one celebrated the Culper Ring. No one even knew they existed. They went back to their farms, their shops, their homes. Quiet, forgotten. It wasn't until more than 100 years later, in the 1930s, that the story of the Culper Ring was discovered in old letters and papers. And the world finally knew how a small group of quiet heroes changed the course of history. Military medal. Why does this story matter today? Because it proves you don't need to be rich to be brave. You don't need to be famous to make a difference. And sometimes, the people who say the least do the most. They were farmers, shopkeepers, women. They didn't fight with guns. They fought with information. They risked everything, not for glory, but for something bigger, freedom. This was George Washington's true secret weapon, the Culper Ring. If this true story inspired you, share it. Let the world know real heroes don't always wear uniforms. Sometimes they wear aprons, and quiet smiles.